Well, hello. How are you guys today? I hope that you are all doing well. Did you guys enjoy the snow this week? That was a bit of a surprise that we got so much snow. I wonder if any of you caught any snowflakes on your mittens and looked at it. Did you know that every single snowflake is different? They are all one of a kind. Isn't that amazing that God can make snowflakes to be each of them different, none of them like any other ones? That is amazing because that's a lot of snow. Did you also know that God made you absolutely special and unique too? There is nobody else on this earth exactly like you. Even if you had a twin brother or sister, they are not the same as you. Nope, God made each of us different. And God gave you special talents and abilities that make you unique, things that just you are good at, and kind of different combinations of things that you might be good at. And God wants you to share your talents and abilities, not to hide them, but to share them with other people. So what are some talents and abilities that you might have? Let's see. Well, some of us are good at music, like playing the piano or drums or the violin. Some of us are good at sports. Maybe you like to play basketball, soccer, football, or gymnastics. Some of us enjoy doing things that are a little bit quieter, like reading, knitting, and painting. Some of us have talents that produce treats for others, like baking and gardening. Well, no matter what you like to do, God wants you to use your talents and abilities, to share them, and not to hide them, but to bless other people with your talents and abilities. Well, our World Friends are learning all sorts of things about sharing their talents today. Let's see what they're up to.
Hey, Leo, what you reading?
Oh, just looking through this hymnal. No big deal.
Really? I don't think so. Aha!
Yep, you caught me. I was reading a comic book.
Wait a second. What are you really reading?
Nothing. I mean, this comic book. I like the pictures.
Aha! I knew it. You guys, Leo's reading about physics.
What? Why?
You don't have to, Leo. We aren't even old enough to start learning physics. Leo's learning physics because he's in the gifted program at school. He learns about that stuff for fun.
I do not. I don't know how that textbook got there. I hate studying.
Then why is your name written on the cover of the book?
A forgery.
Speaking of playing extreme hide and seek, we should totally play extreme hide and seek.
Wait, what?
1, 2, 3, not it!
Not it. 97, 98, 99, 100. All right, here I come.
Leo, it's extreme hide and seek. You have to yell extreme before you come looking.
Extreme, here I come.
Extreme!
You know, saying extreme while you do something doesn't really make it extreme.
I don't think you're saying it right then, because
Help! Extreme help!
See? She's doing it right. That sounds extreme.
Did you hear that? It sounds like Ruby is in trouble.
Somebody! Anybody! Extreme help! Come on! Where are you guys?
Come on! Ruby?
Down here!
Where are you?
Under the trap door! It's stuck!
All right, Ruby, just stay calm. You don't want to run out of air any faster.
Not helping, Mimi!
I don't think it's locked. It's just really heavy. Oh!
Leo, where are you going?
Guys! Guys!
Stay calm, Ruby.
need is a lever and fulcrum to apply force correctly. Ruby, are you all right?
Oh, thank you, Leo.
Oh,
How did you do that?
it was just basic physics.
It was basically awesome is what it was.
That was so
It was
crazy.
really
So what exactly was Leo trying to cover up? He didn't want anyone to know that he was reading a physics book, did he? Well, do you even know what physics is? I don't think that I knew what physics was when I was in elementary school. Well, physics is the study of science and kind of the way that things move with magnets and electricity and also with levers. And he was pretty smart to know that he could save Ruby by using a lever, didn't he? Well, why do you think that Leo didn't want anybody to know that he was reading a physics book? Do you think people might have made fun of him, that they were going to tease him, that he thought he was so smart? Well, that's possible, but God gives us all sorts of different talents so that we can use them. And in Leo's case, it was a good thing that he had read physics and he enjoyed physics because it sure came in handy to be able to save Ruby, didn't it? Yeah. Have you ever been picked on for something that you do that's different than other people? Well, I know that I got teased once or twice for doing things that were different. And it doesn't usually feel very good, but just know that it is okay to be unique because that's the way that God made you, is to be unique and just the way that you are. And that is a blessing. The Bible story today is about using our talents. However, the word talent in our story today doesn't refer necessarily to the talents that God gives us. Ultimately, the moral of the story, that is what Jesus is trying to teach us. But the word talent in the story today is in reference to money. And in Jesus' time, a talent was worth several $1,000s. So when the landowner gives somebody a talent, he's actually giving him money. So we're going to not read the story today. We have some people who are sharing their talents to help tell the story today, and then we will talk about what God is trying to tell us in this story together. We'll be back in just a little bit. Enjoy.
There once was a master, and he needed to go on a long trip. So he gathered his servants together, and he gave each some responsibilities. He gave one servant 5 talents. One got 2 talents. And the last servant got 1 talent. Then he left. Right away, the first servant went to work. He bought cloth, made clothes, and sold them. He doubled his master's investment. The second servant took the money and bought seeds, planted them, and sold the crop. She earned 4 talents. But the girl with the single talent dug a hole and carefully buried her master's money. After a long time, the master came back.
Welcome home, master. You gave me 5 talents when you left. I have worked hard, and I have earned you 5 more.
Good work. You did your job well. Now you can be my partner.
Look, master, I doubled your money too. You gave me 2 talents, and now I give you back 4.
Good work. You also did your job well. I'll put you in charge of many important things.
Master, I know that you have high standards, but I don't like it when people are careless and make mistakes. I was so afraid that I would lose your money, I buried it. But here it is safe and sound. I'm returning to you the 1 talent you gave me.
The master was furious.
You lazy, terrible servant. If you were so scared to lose my money, why didn't you at least take it to the bank? Then I would have made some interest while I was gone. Give that talent to her, and you can leave. You are no longer my servant.
Through this story, Jesus is teaching us that he gave each of us abilities and talents to use. He expects us to use our talents so that our lives will be fruitful and will bring his love and joy to others.
So what did the first 2 servants do with their talents? Well, the first one took and used the cloth and made clothes. The second one went and planted the seeds, used the money to buy seeds and planted them, and they were productive, weren't they? And they came back and they gave the landowner back more than he had given them. The third one buried the talent, right? And he dug it back up and he gave the landowner exactly back with a little bit of extra dirt on it, but he gave him back the talent that had been given to him. And that made the landowner pretty unhappy, didn't it? Because the talent wasn't used. It was kind of wasted. Well, God wants us to use our talents and abilities to bring joy to others. And each of us, like I've said, have different talents. So we all have something to share. Speaking of something to share, we have our Christmas program coming up pretty soon, and we're going to do it all virtually this year. So be watching for an email that's going to come, and you can look at the choices and maybe select a way that you would like to be involved and use your talents to help spread the good news about Jesus being born with our friends and family this year. Also, to those of you who have dropped off items for our Christmas giving to Church on the Street, thank you very much. The box will be out by the front door until December 16th. So anytime between now and then, the door is open during regular business hours, and you can put your gifts in there. And thank you for blessing our neighbors here in Sioux Falls. In the meantime, enjoy your leaflets together today, and I will see you again next week. Thanks.